Can't believe I've spent all my day just doing side quests. Jesus Christ. I'm like 6 hours into my day of playing and it's just side quest after side quest after side quest.
What are you reading?
Sirian's last words? Veil Jumpers had them. He must have known it was the end, one way or another.
Right. I don't know what to say here.
Me neither. I don't know if anyone does. He and we had plans together.
I know, we already
Find
covered
the
this.
archive, the Nadas Trithalin. Get back what made us who we were, what was stolen from us. But now, Sirian's gone. Because of what that thing knew, what it told him. And maybe it should be gone too.
You can't live for Sirian. It wasn't the archive.
The archive's just a source of knowledge. It didn't act on that knowledge. Anaris did.
Right, but that knowledge is still dangerous, isn't it? The Evanuris were warlords, slavers, because of the things that the archive can teach. What if the Venatori find it? Or worse?
Sounds like you've made your mind up.
But the gods weren't our people. We were, and are. They were healers, philosophers, caretakers. We can be that again with what the archive can teach. It's not all good, but it's not all bad either. Everything they could be again, our people's future, on my shoulders.
Oh, I was hoping it would pause on Balara's face so I can point something out. Something I noticed during these last few cutscenes with Balara, her Valislan look weird. Her tattoos. So the tattoos on her cheeks with the little diamonds, they're raised, which is strange. Raised skin is kind of a reaction to when you first get tattoos and your skin finally heals. The ink can be slightly raised as the body gets used to having just been scarred, essentially. But over time, it flattens out. None of my tattoos are raised. All my tattoos are completely flat. And then you look at her forehead. The tattoo ink part of her Valislan on her forehead is actually sunken in. It's lower than the rest of her skin, or at least that's how it looks like in this particular light. Which is also weird. The tattoos don't sink into your skin. That's not how it works. It's just literally ink injected into the skin. And as I said, yes, it can be raised at first because it's a little scar. A literal scar. But over time, your skin should go back to normal with just the ink in it. And I have very sensitive skin and my ink spreads under my skin. It's really shit and ugly. But it's not raised. Her Valislan just looks so strange. Watch it when we next cut to her face. That sounded really odd, but you got what I meant. On my shoulders, people trust you. It's just like it's a tough choice.
Maybe that's true, but you can't take it all on yourself. It'll paralyze you.
It already has. I don't want to choose wrong. Make a bad call.
Sometimes
Deliberately
the
not
only
cutting
wrong
to her
choice
face.
is not choosing at all.
Correct.
Then tell me, Rook.
See? Diamonds are
what would you
raised.
do?
The rest is sunken. Free the archive. I mean, I would free the archive. Oh, sorry, keep the archive. The elves will keep the archive's knowledge and risk it getting into the wrong hands. The elves will lose the archive's knowledge forever and it will be safely contained. I don't believe in erasing knowledge. Is knowledge any different to weapons? A weapon is neutral, and its morals and actions are decided by the person who wields it. Knowledge is the same. Knowledge is neutral. It is used by the determination of the person using the knowledge. So I keep the archive.
What we were is important. It's worth the risk.
Don't forget where you came
The
from.
elves deserve to know more about who they were. Keep the archive.
I think you're right.
You didn't think so 2 seconds ago.
That connection to our past.
You very much wanted to get rid of it.
Sirian and I were looking for.
Exactly.
Now you found it.
Right. And I found him too. For a little while. That has to be enough.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah. I think so. I think I'm ready to say goodbye. For real, this time.
Well, at least this time you have closure.
But I need some time. Alone.
Whereas last time you didn't have
I'll talk
closure.
to you later, Rook.
Because you didn't know where Sirian had gone, if he was still alive and whatnot. Now is this the end? Or do we have to wait for her to gather her spirits? Nope, there we go. Cool. Bellara chose to keep the archive and use its ancient knowledge to improve the lives of her people. Your support has helped her overcome her self-doubt and believe in herself more strongly. Attuning to the advanced magic of the Elven Empire, Bellara's healing draws an energy, draining the strength of those nearby, except I don't use her healing. Archivist's mail, a light but surprisingly durable armor. Get off my screen. I hate again that it's all the same fucking button. No button should have a dual purpose. Okay, Bellara, what does it look like? I just want to see it as it changed so I could visually see the differences. Ew! I refuse to have you walk around looking like that. Absolutely, positively not. No way in hell am I having you look like that. That's what Bellara maxed out as well. Isn't that the one I already turned down? Critical damage per stack of shocked on an enemy. Shocked stacks. Nah, I'll leave her on what she's got. So what is this about your healing? Oh, that's not what I meant. So what exactly has been improved on her healing? I just don't see any evidence of the improvements at all on the screen. Status achieved. The highest level of focus and commitment possible for our guard members. I guess she does stuff and I just can't see specifically where or what. Awkward. So this is your legendary armor. Yeah, okay. So the only one I don't have wearing it thus far is Bellara, because fuck that. It was ugly. Excuse me? Hello? Skills? Where did I get that from? Oh well. This one? Yep. I'm not going through this again. We'll worry about that later. Alright. So Nev has a conversation in the back, and let's get out of here. Let's just not linger.
Another day.
Oh. Okay, I'm so glad I wasted my time on that. God, Davrin likes to have conversations here, doesn't he?
Davrin, we gotta talk about Solus's magic memory thing.
What? Why?
Why didn't you tell me you were a spirit?
Because I'm not.
I thought we were friends.
I'm not a spirit, Tosh.
Is that because people might think you're a demon? Because I'm from Ravane.
Why does she
We're
think he's
okay
a
with
spirit?
spirits.
But
What?
apparently not with listening. I am not a spirit.
Hey, you don't have to be ashamed of who you are.
Never said I was. But thank you, Tosh.
This is more evidence of Tasha's poor writing. Again, twice at the beginning of our relationship with Tash, Rizzle, you don't get to tell me what I am or who I am. And then we literally tell Tash twice throughout the story quest what they are. And i.e. I chose Kunari twice. So, you know, fucking hypocritical piece of shit. Not her, them, the quest line. And now Tash is going around telling Davrin that he's a spirit. Oh, you don't have to be ashamed of it. You don't have to be ashamed of what you are. Who are you to tell him what he is? I just don't get the hypocrisy of his character. Tash is hands down one of the worst characters I have encountered in a game in a very long time. So badly
He's
written.
courageous, and I do enjoy his stories. I didn't expect it, but Strife and I are getting along quite well. But where to go with him?
Does he like coffee or knives? Sorry, Emric. Rook might be better at this.
Rook, quickly, Strife will be here soon. Does wandering Arlathan's groves or exploring its caves filled with lightning insects seem more romantic?
I'm sorry, what? Hold up. Does wandering Arlathan's groves or exploring its caves with lightning insects seem more... why? I mean, I know why I would be interested. Why are you interested? I mean, I would say the Groves as, just, when did you begin dating?
How long have you and Strife been seeing each other?
Not for long. He inquired about my corpse whispering, then presented me with the most exquisite jeweled skull. One thing led to another.
That's some present.
Wasn't it?
If I know Strife, and I do, he'd love to show off how he handles a little danger in the caves.
You're right. A rendezvous fitting for a man of action.
All set. Where are we heading, Emmerich?
I thought we'd visit those fascinating sounding caves under the waterfalls.
One of my favorites. I hope you're up for a climb. There's a part where the stones grow some eyes.
Thrilling. I'll find some extra rope. Until later.
Rope. Emmerich, rope.
That's what I like about your friend, Rook. For a city mage, he's not afraid to play in the mud.
Should I wait up?
Don't bother. It's not a real outing if we don't come back till sunrise.
What the heck? I did not see this coming at all. What is happening? Okay. Two old men getting it on. Okay, actually, I do have a problem with that. I don't, but I do. I don't have a problem with the situation. I have a problem with the message behind the situation and the agenda the game is pushing. So we have a non-binary who is born in the body of a woman, dating another woman, and now we have a dude dating a dude. Two non-heterosexual romances. I don't have a problem with homosexuality, not at all. Absolutely love Dorian. He was still one of my favorite characters, and I liked him in the Bulls romance. Got nothing with it. But the point of this game is having two, for all intents and purposes, homosexual relationships in it, same-sex relationships. That is an agenda right there, and that bothers me. Where is the where is the heterosexual relationship? I'm not saying we have to have it. I don't really care if we have one or not. I don't mean for my character, I mean for the companions. Like, I don't need it to be present. I don't care about it being present, but I don't like the agenda of having two same-sex relationships thrown into the game. If it was just one, fine, it's fine. Two saying something. Two is trying to send a message. And I don't need a message to be sent. Why can't everybody just, be happy and have it being a natural choice? Nothing about these choices feels natural. It feels very forced because it wants to send a message. And I don't like messages that get smashed you over the head. We have a lot of quests here. A lot of quests. So Tasha's and Harding's are not going to be particularly useful because their quests are technically already complete. So Davrin, Lucanus, and Nevs still have to be done. Which do I want to do first? Probably the Lucanus's, let's be real. But where is his quest? Was it Lucanus, where's your quest? Yours is Dogtown. Okay, cool. But the Nevs will be Dogtown as well. Right. Yeah, I do want to do his quest. Oh, Tasha's is over there. Such a conundrum. It's just quest after quest after quest after quest after quest. It's freaking everywhere. Let me just do the main quest. Like I said, it's been over 6 hours in the game today, and I've done one component of the main quest, and that's it. One. So sad. So if we activate his quest, where's his quest at, and where's Nev's? So his is there. I actually think Nev's is at the exact same. Oh no, there it is. We're all good. Because I thought this icon underneath. Oh, that's the Inquisitor, the main quest. Oh, it's the main quest's location. That doesn't bode well. I might accidentally end up doing the main quest. Oh well, it is what it is. We're here, aren't we? Sorry, I just stopped to eat. But I think I'm calling it. I think I am. I'm going to stop doing all side quests except for Lucanus's. I know we still haven't, sorted his problems out with the Gloom Howler. And you seem to still want to do stuff. Haven't even finished Nevs, but I'm at the point, I just don't care. Can we just finish the game? I might still do the Hosberg Wetlands one, just because I am interested in the conclusion of that story, because it feels like it's, you know, significant to something greater. But I'm just past care. I just want this. I want the game to be over. I really do. I'm very tempted to just do the main quest, but I will do Lucanus's. I will do the faction and region quests, and I just want to get this done. This game is terrible. I'm bored, and I need to get it done so I can play Indiana Jones when it comes out this week. Although that's at time of recording, not the time the episode goes out. So I don't care. I just want this game out of my life. I've tried to be completionist about my quests, but I'm just done. I'm absolutely done. Let's get his done.
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
Agreed.
It's Caterina.
Wait,
We
what?
don't know that for certain.
Wait, what?
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
You think it's a message?
You think Katerina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
So she's not dead.
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know
Because we
what
never
that
saw a
means.
body. No one saw a
She
body.
gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Velardo killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrendered the seat of First Talon. She's alive.
Yay! Because the game can't commit to killing people.
Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
And the sooner we get rid of
It could
Ilario?
be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
Agreed.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed? Help us.
Us meaning you. Not now, Spite. How?
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
When can I finish this romance already? Not that I'm
What
interested.
did you do? Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past
back
in
in
the
the
crossroads
ossuary.
either.
Lucanus is here.
Oh,
Always.
hello.
Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right,
Interesting.
let's go get him.
Interesting. Okay. This is...
Useless. All of this, utterly useless.
But just in the thought of romances here at the moment, I'm not interested in finishing Lucanus's romance because I like him as a character and I'm compelled to romance him and get to the end of the story and see how amazing it is. I'm not expecting anything decent from this romance because this game has been utter shite. If you look back at Inquisition, the first time I ever played, I romanced Cullen, and it was just fantastic. I was always waiting for the next progression of the romance with that character, and it was brilliant. I've watched all the romances of all the characters, so I've seen the Iron Bulls. His is just, it's funny, but also really serious at the same time. It's full of a lot of cool shit. And then we did Solus's. There is just so many magical and important and emotional moments in Solus's romance. It's just, and it's really heavy when you know that he's a Dreadwolf. It's just that the romances were so well written in Inquisition and in previous iterations of the game. So to come into this and have it being absolute crap, I'm not looking forward to the romance because I'm on tenterhooks about how it's going to go. It's just, I've committed to this. Can we just see it out already to see how terrible it actually is? So, yeah.
I know this place. It's the ossuary.
Yeah, I told you that already.
Prison we freed Lucanus from.
Yeah.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanus is in here somewhere, right? He's... what, where they kept his blood?
Yes. Go there. A lot. If it's there, I can't touch.
Still fighting. Tiresome. There's no point, you know. Nothing awaits you anymore. You're long dead.
I will free Lucanus.
And you are raised into the heavens to join the gods. Perfect and...
Hello?
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did?
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Oh, these are his fears.
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade, so this Katerina is... a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanus is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina, then. Katerina, Lucanus is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out.
He thinks he failed you.
Lucanus thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanus is the one who's trapped, by the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
What are you hiding, little demon?
Thought fragments. I shouldn't have let myself fall asleep. This was my mistake. Spiders here. Oh, that's sad. Who's this? Harding.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
Oh.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you in the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
Well, that hurts.
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan crow.
It's the mind I need.
I don't care how it looks. This is the mind of a god killer. The man I'm trusting to save the world. Lucanus, if the gods win, everyone will suffer much worse than this.
Not kind of the angle I was going for, but sure.
Will you?
Just be careful.
That is a good point, though. If I cannot stay in control, Spite is waiting. Yeah. Ah! Yeah! You'd have to kill me and Spite would die.
If it kills you.
Fuck Ilario.
Couldn't you simply
him up
die already? This experiment has gone on for far too long.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Strangeness and charm. Something familiar and foreign at the same time. With a little guilt.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds.
Ah, okay, yep.
Enemies. Contracts.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through.
Oh, he
it.
will. Whether I have to tie him up to do it or not.
Wants to be.
Unfortunately, I'm stubborn.
Well, I'm not leaving until Lucanus is all right. So we might be here a while.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
Let me in, Lucanus.
Promoted from flying vermin to malicious speed.
I didn't want you to see that. Again, I'm not this. I cannot be this.
Whatever will you become next, I wonder?
She came after me. She came after Katerina. She would come for you too. Cousin, what about you? Ah, his tosspot.
Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
Right?
He put us here.
Exactly.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
Ha! For you. Grief for who?
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief.
Yep.
Right, Lucanus?
Yeah.
You know that Katarina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanus and me.
That's just the nature of the
Last
job,
time
honey.
Nikos fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then?
Maybe you ought to take
You
the back
think
seat.
you'll survive?
Not Lucanus, Ilario.
Your friends? Your cause?
Ilaria's a true coward.
You know him, Lucanus. Even here, Ilario just wants to save his own neck.
Would that be enough? Would anything? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out!
You know friend from foe. You deserve a better cousin. You don't know the future.
Lucanus, anything could happen. That's no reason to hide in a place that's hurting you, especially when you're needed.
You always have an answer, don't you? Aren't you sure you can live with the consequences?
Whatever they are, Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
Katarina was first Talon. This is Crow business. We can handle it.
What are you doing here, Rook?
I was looking for you.
I had to find you. If anything happened to you, I can't even think about it.
You should go. It's better I stay here than risk losing you.
You see? He breaks our agreement.
You're not wrong, Spy.
His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
Death?
The ossuary. Zara. You could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again?
Oh, the opposite,
Living
sorry.
as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not...
Damn it, Rook!
Make him leave!
He will eventually. You're not helping Spite. That's not how it works.
We can't. This isn't a place, it's a feeling. He already left the prison. He just took some of it with him.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Ooh, punish Ilario, save Katarina. Oh, I mean, I am so team punish the motherfucker. But this is Lucanus, so.
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Maybe that's how you harden him. If you tell him to punish Ilario. I don't know. I'll never know. I'll have to Google it.
Rook, are you alright?
What's the matter with the two of you?
We're both just fine.
It's okay. We needed a moment, but I'd say we're ready for anything. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
I liked that. Was it 100% well written? No. But I do like how it was presented and what it sort of symbolized. So it's kind of, to a degree, a representation of mental health. But it leans more on the side of self-doubt and fear. Fear of what can happen if you do a certain thing or if you don't do a certain thing, how crippling it can be. So I liked the representation that we could go into his mind and try and unlock that fear and get him to accept the situation as it was and embrace what he could do with it going forward. I do like that. I think that the concept and how it was done was fairly well done and fairly good. Finally, this game has done something that I'm like, yeah, actually, that was not too bad. Was it, like I said, was it perfect? No. There were plenty of other places where it could have just been strengthened and whatnot, but I liked it for what it was. I did like it. I enjoyed it. I do wish the romance options in it could have been a little stronger. I mean, at the same time, you don't want to manipulate somebody through emotion by being romantic, but this romance has seen no progression whatsoever, so it would have been nice for it to have manifested there, but whatever, it is what it is. I meant to read that, too late, it's gone now. So, do I have to go back to the lighthouse to get the rest of his quest, or does it have to wait for game progression? But anyway, we're here, so we're immediately going to do the Inquisitor one, and then we'll go do Hosberg. Here with the Inquisitor.